Hello teachers, hope you all are keeping safe. Welcome to Extra Marks Education India Private Limited. Ensuring your safety first, we have created a platform where you can connect with every student sitting back home. We will allow you to conduct live classes so that none of the children's study is getting hampered. So let me quickly take you how it looks like and how you conduct the live classes. For conducting the live classes, you have to open www.extramarks.com in the URL. Now, as soon as you open the URL, you will have this page popping up in front of you where you need to log in. So every teachers will be given a unique user ID and password. Similarly, the students will also be provided with an user ID and password. So this is the login button. You have to put the login IDs. Now as soon as you click here, this pop-up box will open in front of you. Now you have to skip it. Now for skipping, you have to click here, don't have the code. So once you do this, it will be asking you for your username and password. So I am inserting the user ID. Okay. Now the password, login. Now as soon as you put the user ID and password, it will direct you to a dashboard. This is how the dashboard looks like. It will have lot many icons and every icon has got some special functionality or a feature. Now in the extreme left hand side, the username will be there. It will say that this is a mentor because I am accessing the content, I'm accessing the live class through a mentor ID. Here you have a dashboard, study tab, go to school, schedule, student assessment and NCRT solutions. So study tab is a place where you find all the extra marks content loaded. So I believe you have been using the extra marks content from your school. The similar content, the same content has been uploaded here so that at any point of time, if you want to conduct the classes through extra marks content, it is feasible, and the entire content has been designed in the pedagogy of a learn, practice and test. So if any subject teacher who wish to conduct the class through the extra marks content, it is possible. How you do that? Suppose if you're a physics teacher, you need to click on the physics subject. As soon as you click on the physics subject, the all the chapters name will be there in the drop down. Now whichever chapter you wish to take forward, you have to click on that particular chapter. Suppose you are going to teach the matter, you click on matter, kinetic theory of matter. Now as soon as you click on the chapter name, you will see that pedagogy will be coming in front of you, that is learn, practice and test. So learn will have all the audio visual explanation as well as a theoretical explanation. Practice will have the case studies, the assignments, HOTS and all this stuff. The test will have the question papers, the MCQs and the model papers also. So this is how the learn, practice and test has been given to the school. Now if you're opening any chapter, as soon as you open the chapter, it will be visible to every child platform. So I am coming to this part little later. Let me take you to go to school first. Go to school is a platform where we are allowing you to conduct the live class through these four tools. Now you can conduct the live class, you can schedule the live class. Now scheduling live class means either you are scheduling a live class for today or you can schedule a live class for next day. So today and next day, or next to next day. So any other day you can schedule the live class. Assign homework, you can assign homework to every child, you can assign worksheet to every child, and at the same time you can conduct weekly test also. Now how do you schedule a class? You need to click on the schedule live class. As soon as you click on schedule live class, it will be asking you certain information like whether you want to go for a live lecture or a recorded lecture. So I'm clicking live lecture. You need to select the respective board because every school will not be having the same board. I am using the content of ICSE board, hence I'm selecting ICSE board. Then you'll be selecting the class. No, every teacher will be mapped their respective classes. So the ID I'm using, the teacher of that particular school is actually dealing with three classes: class 8, class 9, and class 10. So it can be either one class or multiple classes. So suppose if I am a teacher of class 8, I'll be selecting class 8. I'll select the subject I'm looking to, take the class or take the live lecture. So suppose I am a physics teacher, I will select physics subject. Section. Now every school might have one section, they might have multiple sections also. So if you are a teacher of section A, you need to select section A. Then come the most important part, that is the date and time of the live class. As you can see, you can schedule the live class for the same day, or you can schedule the live class for the next day also. So I'm selecting today's date and I am scheduling my live class at 8:30 a.m. I'm giving a name to this topic, and the duration is something which is in your control. Either you can do a class for 40 minutes duration, or you can schedule a class for 30 minutes duration or a 20 minutes duration. It is completely on your discretion, like how long you want to conduct the class. 8:30 I'm not been able to select because it is already 8:30. So I am scheduling the class which will be happening at 8:35 a.m. and click save. Now when you click save, you will find that your scheduled class will be reflecting in the drop down, where you will have a list of classes, whichever class you have assigned or whichever class you have scheduled. Now can you see this page which is coming up here? Here you can see a list of class, as from serial number 1 to 10, and there are some other pages also, page 1, page 2, page 3, like that. Now these are the classes which is already being done, so it is, the status is showing expired. But this is the class which is going to happen at 8:35 a.m. on physics law. Now again, in the action you have 4 more icons. Now every icon has got some features or a functionality. The I symbol will allow you to enter the class or view class. The pencil or a pen like symbol is allowing you to update the class. Update means if you want to do any necessary changes or necessary updation, that is also possible. The third icon will allow you to cancel or reschedule the class. At any situation, if you felt that you cannot do the class at this moment and you want to reschedule it for some other time, it is also possible. It will allow you or enable you. And the fourth icon will allow you to add any recorded lecture externally. That means we are allowing you to conduct the live class through extra marks content, through your own demonstration and explanation, and at the same time we are also allowing you to download anything from external resources which is relevant to your topic and subject, and share with your children. So that means the last icon will allow you any video which you feel like showing or sharing with your children, you can upload here. So these are the functionality of all these 4 icons. We have to wait till it is 8:32 a.m. and my class is scheduled for 8:35 a.m. So I have to wait 3 more minutes. But in the meantime, let me take you to the previous page again. This is the previous page. Now once you click in this page, you will find there are some other tabs also. Now assign homework, assign worksheet, and weekly test. This is also an integral part of any school scenario. Assign homework and assign worksheet is a platform where you are assigning some kind of homework or a worksheet. Now both the things can be done using either questions taken from the extra marks repository, or you can create your own question paper also. In any which ways you are comfortable. Similarly, you can conduct the weekly test. Weekly test will be a time-bound examination, as it will be conducted in an online platform. So again, the question paper which you are allotting to the students, either it can be taken from the extra marks repository, or you can create your own question paper, whichever way you are comfortable with. So I'm showing you how you can assign homework. This is a homework. Suppose I want to assign a homework. So I click homework. I select the board. It is ICSE board by default. I select the class 8. I select the section as A. I name the question paper because I have to name, I might create a multiple homework. So that is the reason I'm creating a question paper name. Say I am conducting a question paper exam on a physics lesson heat. Question language is English. All the 49 students who is in the class is by default mapped. Now I choose file. Now, somewhere I will be uploading or saving that particular question paper. Now I have uploaded the question paper in documents. So I go to the document. I scroll down. Sorry, I have saved it in download. So I scroll down. I click on the question paper. I open and it is here and I submit. Sorry, I have not selected the section. So it is section A. I'm assigning to section A students. Now I click submit. Okay. So this is how it goes. Now as you can see, the question paper will be assigned to all the 49 students who is in this class. So worksheet of homework has been saved and assigned to all the students successfully. Now I'm taking you to the live class again. I'm clicking on this eye icon. Okay. And it will ask me to join the class or start now. So start now is means I have entered the live class. So this is how the board looks like. Now again we have certain icons and every icon has got a speciality or a feature. This mic icon is for because when you will be taking the live class the students need to hear you. So this mic, when you unmute the microphone, it will enable you to hear your voice. So, it will be audible to every children. So muting and unmuting will be again up to you. When you unmute, the students will be able to hear you. When you mute back, they will not be able to hear you. Web camera, like when you start the web camera, every child will be able to see you. When you switch off your web camera, they will not be able to see you. Share screen. Like whenever you're conducting a live class, whatever you're doing in your screen, whether it is a desktop or a laptop, the entire thing will be visible by the student. So until and unless you share the screen, they will not be able to see it. So share screen has got that functionality. Next comes the whiteboard. Now whiteboard is an integral part of any school nowadays. It might be a whiteboard, it can be a green board, or it can be a touch board or a soft board. Now what is the function of a whiteboard? Whiteboard is a place where you are taking the class, where you are demonstrating every explanation and writing it down. Now whatever you're jotting there, every children's are actually writing it back in their note copies. Now we are also enabling the same feature here. We are giving you certain icons. Now once you open in this icon, you will find pencil, marker, anything you wish to choose, you can use it. For the time being, I'm using a text box. You can also use a text box. Like I've clicked text box and I can write like heat. Okay, let me click here. I think it is visible to you. Okay, so if I'm explaining these two things, so I am writing over here and the children can see it. At the same time, at any point of time, if I feel that I have written something wrong, I can also erase it or rub it. So this is the function of, this is from where you get the eraser. You click on the eraser, you can erase whatever unnecessary thing you have written in the board. So this is also there. At the same time, we will also allow you to increase the font size, change the font family. If you want to make it bold or italics or underline, anything you wish, you can do it. You can you can further do it. Similarly, at any point of time, if you want to upload any image, or if you want to upload any documents, that is also feasible, that is also allowed. So suppose you want to upload any image or a PDF which is relevant to your topic, you can click on the image part. I have already downloaded one image just to show you how you can upload it. I'm going to the desktop, I'm scrolling it down, I'm clicking I'm clicking the image which I want to insert in the board. I click here and it is here. So this is the image which I have, uploaded from the desktop. So I just want to show you Any external things which is relevant to your topic or your subject, you can always upload it. So that feature is also there. So externally, every time we are allowing you to access any content externally apart from the extra marks content. So this is another feature. Then comes the fourth icon. This icon will allow you to mute and unmute the participants. As you can understand, when 41 students attending your class, and if you keep them unmuted, everybody will be creating a noise, so it might disturb the class. So that is the reason we are giving the authority and the power to the professor or a mentor or a teacher, so that they can mute and unmute the participants as per their discretion. So when you feel like hearing them, you can actually unmute, and rest again you can mute back. The fourth icon enable you to create a poll. Now what does it mean? You will agree to me that whenever you are conducting a class, you have to ensure that the subject line has been understood by every children. Now to cross check or to verify, every now and then in the classroom also you keep on asking them questions in between the classes, so that it gives some understanding to you how much the students have understood you. The similar platform are being given here. This new poll will enable you to cross check whatever topic you have taught them, whether they have understood it or not. So like I am I am creating a question, say what is what is your name? Okay, so these are the two options. I click submit. Now as soon as I create the poll, this will be visible to every child dashboard. Now the students will be giving an answer to it. So suppose if the correct answer is for number one, that is Kamalesh, and the wrong answer is Kamalesh. Now the students giving the correct answer will be reflecting here, and the students whosoever is giving the wrong answer will be here. So this bar will go up, and the count number of the students will be reflecting here. So out of 41, if 30 students are giving a correct answer, it will be reflecting here 30 counts. If 11 students are giving a wrong answer, it will reflect here 11 count. So this is basically has been introduced so that in between you can check the understanding level of every child, like how much they are able to attend your class, or how much actually they are um, they are actually attending your class sincerely. So this kind of polling also helps. If you find that every children is appearing a wrong answer, you can come back to the topic again you can re-explain that. So this feature will enable you to do that. uh, this will allow you to change the color, like now you can see the font color is red in color, so any point of time you can change the font color to any other color you wish to. So now if I want to change it to a blue or a green or a red, that is also possible. So it is absolutely as per your discretion. Again, you can take any color, whichever color you choose. Whenever you're writing it, it will be in that particular color. So like now I'm writing heat, you can see it is blue in color. So this is for changing the color of the font. Okay, next come, if you any point of time you had a feel that this page is completely full and you want a very fresh page for writing purpose, you can click on this plus symbol. Now once you click in this plus symbol, it will enable you to get a fresh page. Now as you can see, this is completely new page which is coming up here. No, again, if you feel like writing anything over here, you can select the text or pencil or pen, whatever, and you can write here. So like I'm writing here Newton's law of motion. Fine. Now if you feel, if you want to go back to the previous page, again, you can click on the previous page, it will be there, the first page will be here. So this way you are also getting a kind of PPT, while using the board. Any point of time you can go to any of the page, and then you can click back, and the students will be able to see that particular page. The last feature in this whiteboard is a toggle collaboration. Now toggle collaboration is a platform again which we have we have given the authority to the teacher. They can actually allow or disallow the students to write in this whiteboard. If you feel that you want to allow them to write in the whiteboard, you can click on the toggle collaboration. As soon as you click on the toggle collaboration, it will turn red in color. That means now every children can write here in this whiteboard. This is something again which is on the teacher discretion. It is completely upon you whether you want to allow the students to write or you do not you do not want to allow them. Toggle collaboration is a platform. Suppose I feel that Kamalesh is very good in explaining Newton's law of motion, and I'm asking Kamalesh that please write or explain Newton's law of motion in the whiteboard so that every child can see it. By toggle collaboration, you can give him the access or give her the access. So this is the functionality of a toggle collaboration. Fine. Next, like any point of time, I have scheduled the live class for 30 minutes. Now, any point of time, if you want to extend it further, you will find one notification, one pop-up coming up here. It will ask you to extend 10 more minutes. So if you wish to extend 10 more minutes like that, you can keep on extending 10 minutes, and this way you can conduct the live class to 60, 80, 90 or 120 minutes even. Here comes the participant's name. I think you can see, already two students have joined my class. One is Neha Tripura, another is Arohi Majumdar. Now, both the students' name is being reflected here. I can see that both the children are online. And at the same time, if any one of them has written me any chat, it will be reflecting here. So that means I can individually chat with them, or I can go for a group chat also. So whatever I write here, it will be visible by the students and they can reply me back. So I'm writing here, hello students. They can see my write-up. So this is how the chat box is also a medium for communicating with each other. You can communicate verbally, like as they can listen you, they can hear you. Once you unmute them, you will be able to hear them. The second mode of communication is through chat box. Either you can individually chat with a child, or you can go for a group chat also, whichever way you are comfortable. So I believe that this virtual board is clear to you. This virtual board has all the functionality, you know for which like it will be easier for you to conduct the live classes. Once you open a web camera, your face will be visible here. Once you open the microphone, you will be audible to every student, to every child. Okay, I'm taking you to the previous page again. Next comes the weekly test. I already showed you how to assign homework or assign worksheet. I'm now coming quickly how you can conduct a weekly test. Now for conducting weekly test, you have to click here in this button. Now as soon as you click on the button, you will find this page is opening in front of you. Now you have to select like this few drop downs you have to fill up. Like here I am selecting weekly test. Now total minutes and duration, please understand teacher, as I told you in the beginning, it will be a time bound test since it is an online platform. So for as of now, I'm selecting the total minutes and duration as 2 minutes. You can go for 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, 60 minutes as per your convenience. I'm selecting maximum marks 2. I'm selecting the language of test as English medium. I'm selecting the board as ICSE board. I'm selecting the class since I am taking class 8, so I will be creating a question paper for class 8. I'm selecting the subject for which subject I'm going to create the test. So I have selected physics subject. I'm selecting section A. You might have multiple sections. If you're having a multiple section, then you have to be specific on that. Like for which section you're conducting the class. In my drop down, I have an access to only one section. So I'm selecting section A. I'm giving a name to the question paper. Say I want the question paper in the name of heat 1. Again, number of sections 1. Now this box is a place where you're putting certain instructions to be followed during examination. So this is for instruction purpose. So whatever instruction you want to make, you can write it here. Okay. Now you click on the manual button. If you're actually looking for using questions from extra marks repository, you have to click in this box, that is extra marks question. Okay, now from which chapter you are going to conduct the test, from which chapter actually you want to create a question paper. Since I'm using it for dummy purpose, say for example I'm creating a question paper on matter. Save. Section time is 2 because I have selected maximum marks 2 and maximum time 2 minutes. So number of question is 2 again. Question mark 1 because 1 mark to to each question. Total mark is 2. Then you have to click next button. Now as you can see, already this question paper has been created. Now this plus symbol will enable me to add questions from question mark repository. So I'm clicking here. Now these are the 2 questions which I'll be taking it forward for the test. Now what I do, add question. In after you click add question, again it will be asking you certain information, like from which subject you are creating the question paper. So it is for physics subject, from which chapter matter, topic say kinetic theory of matter, enter marks 1. Okay, search. Fine. So all the question which is of 1 marks will be reflecting in the drop down. So suppose I want to put this as a question, so I click here. Now as soon as you click, you will find that it becomes green in color. That means this question is being added up here. Can you see the question is already here? Now the second question, add question. Maybe I want this question to be added. I click here again. It becomes green in color. That means this question is also added up here. So these 2 questions I'm putting it for my examination. I'm done. So what I do, I click down, I click save paper. Now as you can see, question paper has been saved successfully. Now what I do next, I freeze my paper. You need to freeze your paper once you have created the paper. So I've freezed it. I go to the manage question paper or a home button, wherever. Now you need to assign. Click on assign. Select the evaluation category as weekly test. Class 8, section say subject is physics. Chapter is matter. Topic is kinetic theory of matter. Section was A. All 50 students are selected by default. Just a minute. Okay, weekly test, class 8, subject physics, section A. All 50 students are selected by default. As you can see, heat 1 physics, already this paper I have been assigning. I don't have to give this 2 option. I can create a start date and end date. So start date is today, 20th of April 8:52, and end date is 21st April 8:54. So I'm giving them I will not give start date, and end date will be a duration of 2 minutes only. So it will be 8:56 because my question paper will start at 8:52. It will get over by, okay, assign. Now start date and end date means how long the question paper will be there. So if your total time duration is 2 minutes, it will be active for 2 minutes. If your total time duration is 10 minutes, it will be active for 10 minutes. Now as you can see, this weekly test has already been assigned. Now the students will be getting this notification in their dashboard, and once they as soon as they go live, they have to appear the test. Once the total duration gets over, automatically the paper will get submitted. They will not be able to change it. So this is how we have designed the entire extra marks platform. You can schedule live class, you can assign homework, you can assign worksheet, you can assign weekly test as per your convenience. Now, as I told you in the very beginning, this is a study tab. Study tab will have an access to every content. So any point of time, if you want to showcase any extra marks content, you can actually open that particular chapter. You can open that particular subject or a topic. You can open that particular sub topic, and finally whatever you want to show them, you can click in that button. Now once you click, you will see that it is reflecting here, kinetic theory of matter. So I am going to show them animation on kinetic theory of matter. So once you open that animation, it will be coming up here. So you can see, for extending the page, you can click on this icon. You go to the next page. Now whatever you are doing, the similar way it is being given here also. Open any topic, it will be reflected.
Let us start by learning about matter.
Okay, so I'm not going much into the detail. This back icon will allow you to go back to the previous page. So I hope you have understood from this tutorial like how to handle the live class. Any point of time, if you require any assistance, any support, please feel free to contact us. Our numbers are there, so any point of time you can call us. Now please ensure that whenever you are done with your classes, you have to log out from the platform, and please directly do not close it. Directly do not close the icons. Now as you can see, my virtual classroom is still active. If my class is done, if I'm done with all the things, what I need to do, I need to click here. I need to click end the session. Now, whenever I'm ending the session, this entire lecture will get over. But if you do not end it and you just close it, it might give you some problems. So I'm closing it from here. I'm closing the assessment papers which I've already created. Coming back to the home page, I click here and then I log out. Thank you so much for paying your attention and listening to me. Thank you.